You are watching Stim TV. Hello everyone and welcome to Stim.tv. You are indeed watching it. This is our inaugural cast. We have broken the bottle of wine on the hull of the ship that is Stim.tv. I'm so excited. It's been a long time coming. So much work. And when I say so much work, I literally mean like hundreds and hundreds upon hundreds of hours invested into just talking with people, developing relationships, partnerships, and of course we landed up with one of the best kids on the block, Playhem.com, making this show match possible, which has gotten a whole lot better. We have coLCatZ spawning at the 6 o'clock position here on MLG Test Bug, pulling himself back into the series, saying, no 4-0 for you, Mr. DDE. I beat your teammate a couple of weeks ago, sixjaxDDE. So I'm not gonna let you take revenge so easily. His opponent, though, let's see if he can make this a 4-1 victory. Mr. DDE from Team sixjaxDDE, playing brilliantly thus far in this series, and of course we're in kind of an unstandard map this time. So let's see what both these players have in store for us. Of course, I am Simpatico for Stim TV, my illustrious, wonderful, very handsome nerd baller of a caster, Mr. Tumba. How are you tonight, sir?
You know what? I'm kind of shocked at all this violence. We're flipping tables. We're busting bottles of champagne off boats. What? I don't know. But yeah, you know, coLCatZ obviously says, I don't want to get 4-0'd. That doesn't sound so good. Instead, maybe reverse all kill. Let's see what we can do.
That would be highly entertaining. I would absolutely love to see this go to a game number 7. In the mini tournament that we did, we were so lucky. It was a round of 4 between Destiny Cruncher, Vibe, and DDE, and every single game, the 2 best of 3s and then the best of 5 finals, every single game went to an ace match. It was unbelievable. So I would love to see that reoccur.
I was at my wit's end. I had a sore throat by the end of casting that and was never happier, I should say. Good times, great matches. Good fun. Of course, that was pre-Playhem. Now we've got Playhem to go ahead and brag about a little bit. Also, hotkey.com as well.
I do apologize, guys. I just want to toss out a quick apology. Sometimes, I don't know what it is, but I got to do some testing, but the nameplates like switch back and forth because I know DDE has consistently always been the first player in the lobby, and yet he keeps switching from the left to the right. So I'm sorry about the score mix-up there. coLCatZ is actually the other way around. He is down 3-1 in the series. We do have some marine pressure now coming in with that SCV to soak up a little bit of that damage maybe, or toss down a bunker. Nope, he's just going to push back. I love this play from Terran, always pushing out a little bit, applying pressure, just leaning on coLCatZ, saying you don't get to just sit back and drone up and build up your economy.
Nope, coLCatZ flipping tables, trying to claw his way back into this.
He flipped tables.
Turning the tables
you are
on DDE. And, you know, I just like to see entertaining matches, man. That's all I'm saying. We still have yet to see. I didn't say I wanted to see DDE win last game. I just said I want to see, you know,
you want to see some Hellions, whether they did any damage or not.
Right, absolutely. For sure.
This is a pretty big map, so once again, DDE has, as he has done in pretty much every game thus far, basically doing this very, very popular, I think it was a 1-Rax Expo. You can get away with it on maps this large, especially if you're kind of applying a little bit of pressure. That being said, it can be a little bit of it can be a little bit dangerous against like really strong like Roach Ling timings that are kind of really aggressive. But luckily for him, coLCatZ did not decide to do that. He's going to take out this OV, which is going to supply block coLCatZ for a little bit. He has no more in production right now, actually. Just starting his first Overlord now. These Marines are going to stutter step beautifully, kill a couple of Zerglings, and survive. So this is some really nice pressure from DDE.
Yeah, I feel like the Zerg Terran matchup it's so pedal to the metal. There's always something going on, whereas Protoss versus Zerg, you know, you have like a forge fast expand. There's a little bit of resting time there while you kind of posture and get your armies up, but not with Terran versus Zerg, man. Always action.
Beautiful micro there from coLCatZ, microing his Zerglings around a little bit, deciding to kill less or more hurt Marines and stuff, take them down quicker. So really, really nice play. Both these players kind of just positioning themselves on the map a little bit. That being said, coLCatZ throughout all of that pressure, look at the drone count, he is 8 harvesters up. He just went up to 8. He was at 10 before, I think. Now 39 over 30. He's just droning his little heart out. Let's see when he decides to drop down his third. The thing that really limits a lot of players from getting into the higher leagues is basically 3-base timing. If you can get your 3-base timing to basically continue that macro, a lot of players are really familiar with when to get in their natural with those with these strategies. But getting that 3rd base is really crucial going into the late game. So we'll see when coLCatZ decides to throw that down. Not feeling too comfortable yet. Is going to throw down a spine crawler.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the 3-base cannon rush. You know, I use it when I can.
3-base cannon rush.
Absolutely.
Pretty epic.
Yep. Turtle to 3-base and then cannon rush works pretty good.
Let's see if
suggest that anyway.
You know, I'm looking at this map. I actually have not played or casted on this map or seen this map played since MMA actually killed his own command center right here at the gold base. I'm looking at it. Of course, I'm not the observer, so you guys don't see that. But hopefully, Darkened is checking that out for you guys as I mention it. But yeah, this map is so interesting. I love the tile set on it. I love the fact that it's 3 players. That's a really interesting symmetry on the map, I guess. It's not really symmetrical halfway or it's split or at all. It's symmetrical pointing into the map or into the middle of the map at this giant Xel'Naga watchtower in the middle. But yeah, coLCatZ is going to be probably expanding to this gold as he does take down these rocks. And the cool little thing about this is that you can plant down your hatchery or command center or nexus, which means a lot more, obviously, to Protoss and Zerg, because they can't fly their command centers all over the place. So you can actually plant your hatchery down before killing the rocks.
Oh, drop right now. Actually going to take out Novi and march over toward the main of coLCatZ.
Let's see what he can do here. Getting surrounded by lings, but the nice pickup. No Marines die. In fact, I don't think any of them took a single hit of health, so he is going to pull on back. coLCatZ is gearing up for a long game here.
Yeah, sacking an Novi to get some information in the main of DDE. Wants to see exactly what's going on, and I love that.
Oh, absolutely.
You want to get some scouting information? Go ahead, sack an Novi.
No, a lot of Zergs do not like...
Another drop, though.
Where is that drop there? She blows. She is in the main. And here he comes. It is completely undefended, which is kind of silly because this drop just occurred like not even a minute ago. So I'm kind of surprised he didn't think that it would come back. Does take down a queen, which is going to cut into the production of coLCatZ. That being said, he already has one on the way, so not too big of a deal as that. You know, it's not like it was. Oh, we have a drop at the gold now too.
2 drops, 2-pronged attack. We're going to be looking at here, and this is what DDE is so good at. His multitasking is phenomenal. All the while macroing behind this. So this is just great.
Yeah, this is the kind of pro play that this is what makes pro gamers, and the ability of coLCatZ to defend it quite well, actually. I mean, he hasn't taken too many losses from it. That being said, he needs to be careful. He might lose his hatchery. DDE has positioned these Marines beautifully. All these Zerglings can only attack 1 Marine at a time. That's got to be pretty frustrating. But in the main, there we go, another drop. They do get surrounded, though, and 2 Marines go down. 1 Marine goes down. And Mutalisks are on the map now, though, so this drop is going to get cleaned up at the gold. And these mutas are not probably going to do too much to the mineral lines of DDE. We have missile turns on the way down already.
Okay, so basically what coLCatZ is doing here, I love it. You know, he's gone ahead and he's taken the high yield, and he's taken another base. So he's going to be on 4 bases here. And
oh, wow, wait, sorry, these Mutalisks just missed that. Oh, they see it at the tip of their vision, and coLCatZ actually kills the waypoint and manually sends these mutas over to kill this dropship. They saw it, but were not going to kill it, and he saw it. That is amazing play. Just mini-map awareness.
Yeah, absolutely, and you can see a rather large, scary force from DDE now, sieging up outside this high yield, does not want to let that. You know what? He just doesn't want to let coLCatZ get any traction.
Yeah. He needs to keep this pressure up. The best way to keep mutas out of your base is to make those mutas have to defend against your army, which is pushing on their base. That's something, and actually I love that you mentioned he double expanded. That's such a good idea because, of course, that gold base was risky. And now, look at this. DDE is pushing out a little bit ambitiously. Actually, no, he does have some pretty good siege tank coverage there. And
well, you know what? He wants to keep him at bay while he himself expands, of course. Finishing his 3rd command center now. Wants to get his economy roaring, if you will, and go ahead and be able to support his army into the late game.
Absolutely. These mutas are going to try and get some map control here. We have two queens kind of making their way out onto the map. I'm not entirely sure what these guys are doing. I think they're trying to get away from that. I think they might have been at that gold base. They're kind of just planting creep tumors all over the place. But yeah, we do have these mutalisks going to try and do some damage on the reinforcements of DDE, but not going to be able to do too much. Some nice marine control there. Katz is kind of just starting to hang back, and this is, I love this I love this dynamic in TVZ of this kind of like, the Terran needs a slow push, because if he gets caught with unsieged tanks, lights friggin' out for you. So I do love the fact that, you know, he's not going to take that chance. He's going to back off, keep his tanks sieged up, take this middle control, this Xel'Naga watchtower outside of his base.
Yeah, of course, something interesting to note, you do have to go ahead and take down the destructible rocks. They don't give you free Xel'Naga watchtowers in this one.
Yep,
you gotta
that is interesting. Oh no, these mutalisks walk into a Thor shot, taking some damage, but nice control there from Katz. He's going to back right off, not take any more damage, and he's pretty much just trying to press around, getting a fourth base once again over here at this. It's not a gold base, it's a blue base. A little bit safer. It's on the high ground, a little bit easier to defend. And actually, DDE is a little bit out of position. All these mutas and all of these, oh, it's just mutas, actually, nothing above them, are going to push into the main natural of DDE. There are Zerglings under there, excuse me, taking out 2 tanks, a bunch of SCVs, and I think even a couple of Marines, but he traded a lot of mutas there.
Absolutely, and you know, I think that's another one of those things where you always want to attack and expand behind it. So it's kind of keeping him at bay, keeping him out of the map, so he can go ahead and get his other hatchery up and finish.
What was left of his gaggle of mutas did get a couple of SCV kills here at the gold. And wow, DDE planting down his 4th command center now, so we are definitely gearing up to go into a long game.
Yeah, but no, I believe that 4th is only to go ahead and kill it. He's going to employ that strategy, use first Hydra, where he's just going to kill that command center, thus forcing a GG out of Katz.
Very good strategy.
Very good Terran strategy, absolutely.
Yep.
Some say a bit OP. David Kim is looking into it.
Katz is on the back foot now. We have tanks walking into the 3rd of Katz, but and they get all of those banelings go down to siege tank shots, but all these tanks are so low, and all the mutas go down to Thor shots. Katz just lost so much army. We have 171 for DDE over Katz at 91. Katz is in a dire situation right now. Thank God he did put down that 4th base, which is now his 3rd, as this at his normal 3rd just went down.
I don't think that's going to be enough, though. Simply 175 supply of 200 says it all. When you're under 100 supply as a Zerg with no economy to remax, that's called dead in the water, my friend.
It's tough, man. It's definitely tough. These were some amazing slow pushes by DDE.
Yes.
And it was a little bit too much to deal with. This is what a lot of Zergs have trouble with, is these slow, methodical pushes from DDE. And DDE never sacrificed his whole army to do it either. He was very patient, never let his tanks get caught unsieged. But Katz isn't going to give up that easily. He's a fighter, man. He's not going to give up.
That being said, all night Katz was very tired, obviously, coming into these matches, and he gave a great show so far. Not giving up to the last possible minute and really trying to claw his way back into this and flip some tables as best he could.
Yeah, Katz definitely flipped some tables in the last game. Thank you, everyone, for flipping those tables with him, getting him at least one win in this series. Again, you know, it's tough. It's a tough situation to be this time. You know, he's played so much today. He's really tired, and actually giving a huge shout out to a DDE there. Your game sense is awesome. I think he said it kind of scrolled a little bit too quickly, but guys, that is going to wrap it up. We do have a 4-1 victory for DDE over Katz, so DDE is now $100 richer.